Hey, great network enthusiasts, it's another beautiful day. Today, I want to present to you a very, very important topic called network monitoring. Okay, so how do enterprise network providers monitor their network, give uptime reports, and in case of argument, your network go down at so date, How do they check the graphical usage to determine if the network was down truly or not? So using different kinds of monitoring tools. You might have heard of SolarWind, you might have PRTG. So the one I'm going to present to you is using the PRTG. Okay, so PRTG is the one I'm so familiar with. It is a free software that's used to monitor network, to determine the uptime, to determine the usage, and then to determine how good the network is because of the response time. Okay, so I will show you how to download it, how to set it up, and then how to add device locations to the network. Okay, so in this short tutorial, this will be a bit lengthy. So in this tutorial, I will first start with how to download the PRTG software. I will share the link in the video description. Okay, so let me start afresh. Just go to your browser, any browser, then search for PRTG setup. You can use setup download. You can use network monitor tools. Any of them, you can use this monitor tools. Okay, so there are so many links you can use. Okay, I normally use this of Tonic because it's easy to use, so the download process is easy. Alright, so go there, click on download for Windows. It automatically detects your device. Okay, if you use Mac, it will detect it as a Mac. So click on the download, then continue, ignore the warning. Then the download starts. I've already downloaded it, so I'm gonna cancel it. And then the installation process is easy, just the normal installation process. Just double tap on the downloaded file and follow the prompt. Alright, so follow the guide and then you install it. Enable it to display on your desktop for easy access. Okay, so I've already done that, and then the next thing is to just open the file. Okay, here it is. So, okay, PRTG network. Note one difference here. PRTG monitoring app and then PRTG desktop are two different apps. So this one is a different one. So the one we just downloaded is this PRTG network monitor. Okay, open the file by double clicking. Then because I'm just using this for tutorial, I'm not using it for any personal use, so I leave every login details as default. But by practical, after setting it up, you should change this login details. That is the username and the password. I will show you where to change it. So I leave it on the default settings. So click on login. Let's take me to the home screen of the PRTG. So here is the home screen. Where you're going to go to is this device. Okay, so this PRTG monitoring tool is free. It's free, though there are paid version, but the difference is that if your network is large enough and then you want to monitor more than 100 locations, 100 devices, that's when you go for higher version. That is for the paid version. So this free version support only 100 devices. Okay, so once you go to this device, there are so many things that it discover by itself. There are so many IP that it detected by itself using auto discovery. Okay, so it formed this network group, and then all this VM are installed in my system. There are so many IP addresses, so many things it can reach. So it automatically detects those ones and then add it to the list. So some of these VM IP are no longer reachable because I have to close the VM. So sometimes they are just a disturbance to you. You may want to delete those groups. Right click, then you see delete. I delete those objects because I don't want to monitor those IP. Okay, so first of all, before I teach you how to add locations IP, how to add device IP that you want to monitor, first let's walk through how to set it up. Okay, you don't just install the app and then start using it. like that. On a practical level, you have to change the IP address because at this moment it's using the default IP. Okay, so here is the default IP. Every other user will use this IP address, and then to access it, once you click on the server, it will take you to a website to load this user interface. So first of all, we change the IP address, and then we will also change the login details. But I'm not going to change the login details because I don't want to crack my brain in remembering the password and the username next time I want to use it. But I'll show you where to change it. So just go to settings, then this my account. Then that's where you can change the login details. So these are the default ones. I've earlier put my password, Gmail. Sorry, I've earlier put my Gmail. So here where you can change the password. But I don't want to change anything here. Okay, so I'll go back again to setup where I can change the IP address. Then go to this user interface. Okay, then I can change this site name to whatever name I like PRTG. This DNS name, I don't have any DNS name, so I'll leave it in default. But where we are interested in is changing the IP address. So here are the different detected IP addresses. Okay, so I can specify which IP address to use. All right, so I can select this particular one. This is the one to use precisely because this is the IP address of my device. So you can manually type in IP address. We detect different IP address available on the system, including the various default one, then the one of your system. Okay, so this time around I'm using my laptop as the server now. So I installed the PRTG app on my laptop. So my laptop is functioning as a server. So the IP address of my laptop is the one that it will be used as its own IP address to access the website. Okay, so if I click on this and I click on save, let me cancel this notification. It will take some time to save this, but before I save this, let me verify that this is my laptop IP address. So click on the window, search for command prompt cmd, then search for ipconfig. So I'm looking for the wireless network here, which is Wi-Fi. So here's the IP address. Sorry, this is the default gateway. Here's the IP address. So the PRTG server will detect this. Let me go back again. So as you can see, the PRTG server will detect this. So if I don't want the default IP to be used to access it again, I can unmark it. I can use only this one, only the system IP address. But let me not do that. Let me leave at least IP address, 3 IP addresses that can be used to access this PRTG server. So if I click on save, it will take some time to apply the settings. The PRTG core server, that is the app itself, now will now be restarted. Okay, so I click on OK. All right. So it will take some time. Let me continue. So I'll log in again, but I want to use the new IP address to log in this time around. So let me go to the website, Control V. So this is the IP address of my system. I just copied it from the CMD. Okay, so as you can see, it's still taking me to the CLI, to the GUI of the monitoring device. So I'll log in again. So we are done with the setup, how to change the IP address and then how to change the user login. So now let's go to the main part of the tutorial. That is how the network provider monitor the links. Okay, how do they add your link, the IP address of your location to monitor if the device is up or not. So that's where we'll look at now. So go to device. First of all, you will have multiple customers, you will have multiple locations. You want to group them into one group. For example, if I have customer A, let me call him maybe Benson Network. Okay, Benson Network have multiple locations that I'm serving. I am providing network to. They have location A, location B, but they are all Benson Network. So first of all, I will create a group that's all Benson Network way. be placed on. Okay, so all the IP address that belong to Benson network will be monitored from. So whenever I enter this group Benson network, I'll be seeing all its link either up or down. So first of all, go to this probe device or local probe, and then right click, then add group. Okay, so I want to group this as a Benson's network. No, that will confuse. Let me use a test for testing. Okay, for testing, I'll use for testing as the name for this group, because I will add few IP addresses to this group. Okay, so I don't want auto discovery. I want to do manual addition of IP address to this group. So click OK. Alright, so now I have created the group for testing. Where is the group? Okay, so you can see there's no any device yet because I have not added any IP addresses to this group yet. Okay, so the next thing is to add device. You can add device anywhere from up here, from the group, anywhere you like. So I will add it from this group, add device. Then the device name, I will use a Google DNS server for this testing, because I'm connected to the internet and my device can reach internet right now, so I can reach Google DNS server. So I'll use a Google server. So that is the name. Then I'm using IPv4, so I will enter the IP address of this Google DNS server, which is 8.8.8.8. So assuming it's a local address like your customer. Okay, so the IP address you give to that customer, that is the IP address of that customer's routers. That is where you will insert here. But here I'm using IP address of Google server. Okay, because I'm testing with Google server. Alright, so click OK. Then we are getting close, but that's not the end here. We still need to go back to that place. Where is it? Okay, so I have added Google server, but it remains one more thing to add to it. So you have to add sensor. You only add the IP address, but you have not added any sensor to reach this Google server. So we have to add ping sensor. So add sensor. Then what kind of sensor do you want to add? What do you want to monitor? Because we are not using SNMP services here, you have only very few options. You have very few options. Sorry, not only. You have very few options. You can only do ping, and you can also monitor reachability. So bandwidth/traffic. I don't think this bandwidth will work, but the traffic it will show. But then the second option is the ping, but you have to select these two. Okay, if you want to monitor the interface usage of this server, though that is possible with local connections, you have to enable SNMP. And if you're enabling SNMP, you have to have access to the other device to configure SNMP. I don't have access to what's it called, Google server, so I will not do SNMP here. So I just want to test reachability to Google server to know when it is up and when it is down. Okay, so I'll click on this ping. I'll select this ping, and then I will select this traffic and bandwidth. So still scroll down. Sorry, I think something is missing. This okay, so I can't monitor traffic. It's availability. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Okay, so since I have selected availability, the options are out now. So you use ping to test availability. So select this ping, this plus button, then it will add. The sensor name is ping. Leave everything as it is and create, and click on create. So automatically you have set up reachability test to this Google server. So go back to this device again. So scroll down. My device is hanging. Okay, as you can see, I am reaching Google server now. It's changed to green immediately because the PRTG server is sending ICMP echo request to the Google server, and the Google server is replying, so it's changed to green. Assuming it was not reachable, it would have been red like this. Okay, you can see the response time is 44 milliseconds. So let me add one more device here. Okay, the device I'm going to test this time is my default gateway. That is the default gateway of this laptop I'm using right now. So I'll go back to the command prompt, then check the IP address. Where's the Wi-Fi? Okay, this is the Wi-Fi. So this is the default gateway, meaning I am serving this system with Wi-Fi services through my phone hotspot. So this is likely my phone IP address. So they should be reaching each other. The laptop and the phone should be reaching each other. So I will add this address to the PRTG monitoring tools also to see if it is reachable. Alright, so we have to add the device again. We can right click, then add device, the option, okay, add device. Then device name is my phone, okay. Then IP address, Ctrl V to paste. Okay, so just click OK. Where is it? Add sensor. What kind of sensor do you want to add? We want to check availability and uptime. We want to add ping. You can scroll down, add ping. There are different versions of ping. Let me add this cloud ping version 2 here, V2. Is cloud with CloudWalk? Let me add this ping V2. Okay, create. Okay, so that is all. Go to device again, then scroll down. It may take some time before it establish connection with the phone, so I may wait for some time. So I may decide to refresh, so reload the page. Yeah, as you can see, it's reaching my phone. So this is how network provider monitor different links. Okay, so for example, I don't have access to draw what I mean to express this in diagram here. Maybe I will draw it on a paper and then insert it in between the video so that you know how it works. So for example, if this my laptop right now, this that is acting as a PRTG server is connected to a switch, and then another router is connected to the switch, multiple routers from different locations using last mile connection, MPLS connection, they are all connected to my network. As far as my laptop is connected to my network, and all these routers from different locations are connected to the network, and there's no blocking of ICMP traffic in the network. They can reach each other. My laptop can ping that router, different routers from different locations. So as far as my laptop can ping those routers, of course it will use this ICMP echo request and echo reply to monitor the uptime or reachability of those routers. So using this ping sensor, the PRTG is able to monitor those links or those network devices. Okay, so once they are green, it shows that they are up. You can see that my phone is only 10 milliseconds because they are within the same location. The phone is next to this laptop here, so you can see the response time is very low. Okay, it's very good. So because Google server is far from me and it traveled through so many networks, you can see the response time is 49 milliseconds. So here is how the topology will look like with PRTG server attached in enterprise network. If I'm doing it with a real network rather than with just my phone testing. So here will be my data center with our network devices. So this is my laptop, which I installed the PRTG server on using the IP address, having the same IP range with my router. So this router will now perform inter-network communication so that the PRTG can reach all this remote network. So it's able to monitor this remote network, because whenever it's try to ping, it's try to reach these places, it will send the echo request to this default gateway for the inter-network routing. So whenever this various location reply back, then the router will now forward it back to the PRTG, and the PRTG will now determine if they are up or not. So here are the various branches. So the PRTG will use the ICMP echo request to send requests to all these remote routers for the server. So if they are up, and then they will send back echo reply to detected the PRTG that they are up. Okay, so that's how it will look up in a real. It will look like in a real setup. So we can do more things here, like I will say something like, okay, if customers claim that they escalate the link and then during AVI reconciliation they want to claim that their network was not up for up to 80% during this period of time, and you, the network provider, is arguing, okay, how do you use PRTG or these monitoring tools to check the uptime? Okay, I just set this up so the historical data for this location may not be long. So maybe for the past few minutes, I will be able to generate the history of this data. But those ones, this internet DNS server have been there for long, at least I'll be able to check their history to know how long they have been up and then how long they have been down. So let's start with this, the one we started with, the one we just added. So this Google server, click on it. So you get a lot of info about it. Go back, sorry. I don't think I click on the right thing. Click on this, okay. You click on the ping of that location. So see the data usage I've been using for the past 2 hours. So because I added this in less than 2 hours ago, see where the usage begin to count from. So if you want to go to the history of this location, how long has it been up, how long has it been down, so you go to this historic data. Okay, so click on it, then which duration do you want to measure? All right, so you specify your duration. Maybe I want to start with on 1st of this October, so I'll click on 1st, then the month is October already, then let the time remain the same. Click on done. Then the end date should be this 4th, which is now. Then the month is October. I can change the month, I can change anything, I can change the time, okay, but I don't want to change it. Okay, so click on done, then click on start. So because the specified period of time, this thing was not up, it was not set up yet, as you can see it's empty. So let me go back to another location that I've been on these devices. I install it. So let me use the DNS server. Okay, so this one was discovered automatically since the day I installed this PRTG. So let me click on it, then go to historic data, then let me change the date, let me change the month to September, September 12th. Okay, done. Then I want the date to be, the end date should be now, so let me leave it that way. Okay, so can you see that now? A lot of history, a lot of data showing this. Okay, so when the graph go up, it showed that it was fully up, it was fully used, and my distance, the PRTG server keep on sending requests to monitor the uptime of this location. So when the graph fall flat, it means that it was not reachable. So between this duration, from here to here, that should be some minutes or maybe some hours. The link was down. That is, maybe my system was not having internet, my system was shut down, so it was not reaching Google server. So from here to here, so it will give you details of uptime. So between that period, my system has been reaching internet for 51%. Then the request time was good. Whenever I try to reach it, it responds well. Then it was down for 49%, and then fail attempt was 51%. Okay, so here are the various dates, and then the time of event. Right. So see when it tried to reach and it was responding. The response we are failing, some we are not good. So see the difference time response. Alright, so let's go back to the home screen again, go back to device. So assuming there I have 100 devices here that I have their IP addresses. I will keep on adding device. So for the case of interface usage and other monitoring, you have to enable SNMP. Okay, so you use SNMP, then you got to enable SNMP here. Set up the community string, and then you enable SNMP on the device that you want to monitor, and then set this IP address on this PRTG server as the SNMP server IP on the monitored device. So that is all for today. That's the end of this tutorial. If you find this useful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share with friends, like and comment. Have a beautiful day.